Happy way past Kingdom Hearts 3 Day because... oops. Now I know most of you couldn't give a full shit, half a shit, or even a Hershey squirt, but for those of you that do care, here's a quick update on the last month of my life. I've been sick twice, been to the hospital once, my chameleon died, got a new job at my old job, aka a promotion, and I maybe possibly potentially broke my thumb right before starting this video. I don't know anything about bones. But how's your 2019 been starting? And now that you've all boarded my pain train, hi yes, I assume you're all here for an unboxing. Yeah, see, here's the thing, I kinda sorta already did that. Like, completely? Alright, long story short, essentially UPS thought it was a good idea to deliver my game a little later into the day. So late, in fact, my boyfriend and his friend, who is also ready to play Kingdom Hearts 3, were here. And let me tell you a little something, I did not marathon all the goddamn games over the course of a year to firstly not play the game on day one, and secondly let somebody else spoil it for me on day one. So now that we got all the deets, are we chill? Can we move on? Okay, let's unbox this son of a bitch. So since we can't exactly get a fresh reaction off me open, we can somewhat go over how I reacted to it. So first things first, as I attempt to break down exactly what happened when I opened this thing, I'm pretty sure I opened it backwards to start, because I opened it this way instead of this way. First, I actually pulled the stickers out, and then I pulled the steelbook out. And then I pulled the game out, and then I pulled the art book out. And then I turned the art book around and started sobbing so hard I turned pale and was in desperate need of a paopu fruit. Like, I was gonna try to film my reaction, but I was so embarrassed that I was crying in the first place, let alone the fact that I was crying in front of my boyfriend and his friend over an art book. Over the cover of an art book. That when I pulled my phone out, I stopped recording about 6 seconds later, and all you got was a terrible angle, but you know what? Here you go. I wish I was actually filming, because I can only imagine how it looked, but I just know that as soon as I pulled this out and saw, as soon as I saw this, I'm just shaking thinking about it. Can you see that? Can you see that I'm shaking? I don't know. I'm filming on an iPhone. That's all I remember, is I was looking at the back of it, and then I was looking at the front of it, and then I was looking at it like this as I was bawling my eyes out. Take from that what you will, but that's how my unboxing went for when you guys weren't here for it. And eventually I pulled the pin out, because it's also a thing in there too. I just didn't know how to get it out without breaking the box for a while. My one gripe with this deluxe edition actually is the fact that it's lacking a soundtrack, because it's kind of Square Enix's thing, is to include a soundtrack, and it's lacking in that department for some reason. I don't know, maybe Kingdom Hearts doesn't usually come with the soundtrack for the deluxe editions, but Square Enix's deluxe editions usually do. And I'm pretty sure it's all because Square's gonna release its own soundtrack for Kingdom Hearts 3 much later down the line as a deluxe edition and milk us for all our money, and it's totally gonna work. So essentially, all the do that I've gone through so far is what you get in the deluxe edition itself. It comes with these stickers, which are like all of the title screens for all the worlds, I guess, essentially. And then you get a pin, and then you get a steelbook, and then you get the regular book that everybody else gets that didn't buy the deluxe edition, and then you get this beautiful art book that made me bawl my eyes out. And actually, it's not that beautiful because it's mostly like 3D art, not really any concept art. It essentially is broken down into a timeline and a bunch of 3D models for each of the characters. I do really appreciate this foreword from Nomura. Of course, he has a foreword in English and in Japanese, but for anybody who may not be able to get their hands on the deluxe edition, of course they're still going to be playing the game, so I might as well read this out to you real quick. And for those who don't know, Tetsuya Nomura wrote this foreword himself, and he is the director of Kingdom Hearts 3, and matter of fact, all of Kingdom Hearts. I'm assuming that you already have a copy of Kingdom Hearts 3 if you are looking at this page, but as I do not know if you are reading this before or after you played the game, I will write my foreword without any spoilers. I had quite a tough time writing the story this time around. So many characters appear in this game, with each of them having their own set of problems and needing to choose their own fate. They are characters that were born over the course of 10 plus years, and each character has fans who love them. I ask for everyone to see their stories to the end and see what each of them grasped from their stories. I rewrote the ending multiple times and took a lot of time deciding how I wanted it to play out on the screen. After much thought, I ended up keeping it simple. I believe that Kingdom Hearts 3 is truly completed when the two thoughts, whatever you feel from playing the game, and my thoughts that I've secretly placed in the game, match up together. I hope that everyone playing the game will complete the game for us. The release of this game was truly a long time coming. We did make you wait for a long time, but I'm sure it will feel like a blink of an eye for you to reach the ending compared to the time it took to get here. However, I believe the reason as to why this series has lasted this long is because of the feeling that it leaves you with after you finish playing the game. It would make me happy if you talk with friends about Kingdom Hearts 3, the new addition to the series, and if that triggers you to think about stories that haven't been told yet. Kingdom Hearts series director, Tetsuya Nomura. So that was the foreword from Tetsuya Nomura himself. In the art... Perfect timing, because I honestly didn't know what I was going to say there. But there you go, that's the art book. Now, I assume that most of you here didn't give a shit about any of that because you already know what's in the deluxe edition, and are all only here to see the Bring Arts portion of the collector's edition. I'm sorry it took so long to get to this point. We're only 45 minutes into the video. I have not opened this for 3 days because I don't know if I want to open it. For once, well, not once actually, this has been happening, this has been kind of a thing with me recently, is I feel like things look really pretty in their box, but I want them to come out of the box, so I don't know what to do with them. But this looks so good in the box, and I know that this box is not going to look good at all without them in it. So it's just like, I don't know. Should I take them out? Should I leave them? Because I'm definitely leaving them for now, because I can't make up my mind. So, what do you think? I'm sorry, I know that we were going to try to unbox these, but instead we just got to look at them. I hope that's okay with you. Essentially what they are is an addition to the Bring Arts line of Kingdom Hearts, although they are extremely exclusive to the collector's Bring Arts edition that Square Enix only had live about 4 different times and for 9 minutes each. So I'm not sure on how accessible they are to get anymore, but to give you the general idea for anybody that is interested in possibly, potentially, one day getting these off of a scalper, they're new Bring Arts additions to the original Kingdom Hearts line. However, they are not static art additions like the original Sora and Riku that were released for Kingdom Hearts 2. These are called static art gallery figures, and you know why? Is because they don't move, they don't articulate, they don't have anything that is not static, essentially. They just sit there in their predetermined poses and look pretty. These guys don't. They actually have articulating points and interchangeable parts, and you can do stuff with them to kind of make them how you want. And that's about it. But we do have the toy versions of Sora, Donald, and Goofy from the Toy Story world. I assume it's because it was the trailer that got the most traction and the biggest reaction. This is the real inner conflict here, because this is like one of the first times. This is not the first time I've wanted to keep something in the box, but this is the first time I felt this strongly about keeping something in the box. So I really don't know what to do with myself, and I'm sorry if that's a disappointment. However, we can get close-ups of the box. I assume they've been playing this whole time. So now that I've been sitting here for 53 minutes, not sure on how to unbox this goddamn thing, I assume that you were ready to go and get back to playing Kingdom Hearts 3. So at the very least, I hope you guys enjoyed my very awkward and uncoordinated unboxing of Kingdom Hearts 3. And that you'll be here for more, hopefully. If you want to follow me in other places where I'm slightly more active, the links are below. Goodbye.